wonder how celebrities and well-known singers get that little blue check mark verified on their Instagram account? If you want to know, and if you want to see how you can be considered for Instagram verification, then watch the rest of this video. So today I want to talk to you about how Instagram actually decides whether or not they're going to give you the verification and how you can actually apply to get that blue check mark next to your name. So when Instagram is deciding whether or not they're going to verify your page with the blue badge, the very first thing they're going to look at is your profile. So before you go ahead and start the verification process, take a look at your profile and make sure that it's exactly the way you want it to look. Meaning your profile picture is a really high quality photo of you, preferably a headshot. Secondly, you want your website on there, a well-written bio section, and you want to have lots of content. This means when Instagram is scrolling down your feed, make sure you have a serious amount of content and photos on there. This is going to be the very first thing that they look at when deciding whether or not they're going to start the verification process for you. Okay, next, you want to make sure that your profile is set up as a public profile and not set to private, meaning anyone who looks you up on Instagram can find you and can look at your content. Unless your profile is set up as public and not private, you are not even going to be considered for Instagram verification. Okay, it goes without saying that you're going to need a lot of followers for Instagram to believe that you are who you say you are and that you're of value to them, enough for them to verify your page. So this means having a lot of followers, having a lot of engagement on your posts, meaning likes, comments, all that kind of stuff, especially story views. Instagram is looking heavily at story views these days. Make your stories intriguing enough so that when people are looking at them, they want to keep looking at them. It's almost like a YouTube channel where people are watching stories as little shorts. They're almost like little reality TV shows or something like that, where people get like this inside glimpse into your life and what you're doing. So when you're posting your Instagram stories, make sure they're really well done and thought out. Make sure the things you're saying, the text you're posting, if you have over 10,000 followers, you can add a link. Make sure you're doing that. So anything to just get as creative as you can on those stories, because your story views are going to be a big part of the consideration when Instagram is deciding whether or not they're going to verify your page. Instagram is also going to look at the impressions that your posts are leaving. This means how many times your post has been displayed in front of other people. So if you have a post that you post on Instagram and a lot of people like it and a lot of people comment, every time somebody likes and comments, it's going to continue to boost the algorithm of your post. So if someone does comment on your Instagram photo, make sure you like the post and comment back, because every time you do that, the engagement is going to be larger on that post, and it's also going to boost the algorithm, which is going to boost the number of impressions, meaning the times people are seeing that particular post. I know it can be confusing, but just think of it like you're giving it a little bit of gas every time you interact with either a person who's posted on there, or if you like their post or comment or anything like that. It's going to just give it that extra little boost to boost it back onto the newsfeed of people who may not have already seen it. And the impressions that it's getting is going to be a huge deciding factor for Instagram when they're deciding whether or not to verify you. Okay, another thing that Instagram is going to take a look at when they're looking at you is whether or not you are a highly searched person. This means, are you in the press? Do you have a website? Are people looking to find you and trying to seek you out on Instagram enough that they want to verify you to make you more easily found? So one of the things you can do is, if you are doing any press for some music that you might have coming up, like shows or, you know, an album release or something like that, make sure whenever you're talking to the press, you're giving them all of your social media handles. If you do an interview, if you're on TV, if you're on stage, always make sure you tell people to follow you, because this is really going to boost your engagement on all of your social media. If people are searching for you, you're going to be more easily found. Instagram's going to realize this person is of value to us, and they're going to want to verify you. Okay, another thing that you can do to help yourself with all of this is to make sure your social media links are on your personal website, because Instagram wants to make sure that you are who you say you are. And if on your official website it has a link to your Instagram account, it's just going to be one more little solid piece of information that they want to verify the fact that you are the person who is applying for this verification, and they should give you this badge. Okay, so once you've done all this and you feel like you are ready to apply to have the verification set up, what you want to do is go to the little profile picture in the bottom of your screen, click on that, scroll down to the settings section. Once you've clicked on the settings section, then you want to go to verify my account. Once you're there, you can fill in the information that's needed and make sure you take a picture of your photo ID, whether this is a license or a passport or something like that. You're going to have a photo of that ID in order to apply, because it has to verify somehow that you are who you say you are. So make sure you take a picture of that. You can do it straight from the app, or you can do it ahead of time before you apply. Once you've got all that done, click the submit button, and then you've just got to kind of wait. It does take a long time, in my experience, to find out that you have been verified. I've done it for many different artists, and it always takes a considerable amount of time. So just have patience with it, and hopefully you will get that little blue check mark and find out that you've been verified. Okay, after saying all of this, the last thing I want to say is don't get discouraged if you don't get verified right away. You can continue to submit for verification as many times as you want. What you can do is, if you don't get verified right away, really work hard on all the things that I've talked about with your engagements and your followers and your post likes and your impressions, and making sure all the links are in the right places and stuff like that. And the more that you do that, the bigger your Instagram account is going to grow, and the more opportunity you're going to have for people to find you and search for you, the better chances you're going to have to actually get verified. So just take all the things that I talked about, work really hard on it, and if you don't get verified right away, don't get discouraged. If you do get verified right away, awesome. I'm so glad these tips have helped you, and I want to wish you good luck on getting verified on Instagram. If you are on Instagram, follow me and I will follow you back. My handle is @JCDawnValeris, and I'll put a little link to it below this video so we can connect on there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.